more. There's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan hair, this matchup has had it all. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. The Dogs just shoot them up and spit them out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
And that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ballgame. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know, they talk about it. Look, Auburn needs something good to happen early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try. Makes the grab, pass to Martin. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Off play action. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll run for it. They stop and show the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way that...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Dogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Rock. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver? That's how real this rivalry is.
And he gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is...
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes... to 4-yard runs. Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Using his legs, it's Davidson. Got the first down and more. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, He's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Kicks out just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today, in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Taylor wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call
Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. To the ground. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a man. It's Cherry. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauls it in. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Taylor wants to throw. On target. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the... It's how in the world did they keep it? The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Here's the handoff. this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Now the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too... time at the line there. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Handoff to the single running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the play fake. Going deep. Catch inside the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Play action on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the 1st half, they've had a lot of success with it. Saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Rock. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it on the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. using the quick game. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. Runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air, just turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here we go. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, and man, they got to do something about it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Cherry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Taylor wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing, even when he's covered.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rock. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing him.
Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's Durham. Wide open downfield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. Great move, now he's got room. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Right on the money. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it And I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's...
There he goes! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. An explosive play in the running game as he's got... down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Ware. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
It's on target and complete.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Wants to go up top. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 45 on his way. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And first down for the offense.
First down for this offense. These corners going to give them some space. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.